Alright, in this lesson we are going to learn about the singular and the plural nouns. We are going to look at several words which are singular and how do we change the singular to plurals. Now remember, singular is only one, okay? You have to always remember that when you hear or you see the word singular, it means single or only one, while the word plural is talking about more than one. It could be two, it could be three, it could be five, or it could also be 100, 1,000, or more. All right, now let's have a look at the first example for singular to plural. In this picture here, you can see a cow. Repeat after me. Cow. Cow. Now, how many cows can you see in this picture? There is only one cow. So if it is only one cow, meaning to say it is a singular. All right, it is singular. One cow. All right, if one cow, we say cow. What about if it is plural? What do we call a plural cow? For example, here you can see two cows. So what is the plural of two cow? It will become the word cows. Repeat after me. Cows. Cows. Now, do you see the difference in between the singular and the plural word for cow? If it is only one, the word is cow. If it is more than one, it becomes cows, which we add the letter S. Now, if we only add the letter S to the noun, then it is a regular plural nouns. Now let's have a look at the next example here. What do you see in this picture? In this slide here, you can see a duck. Repeat after me. Duck. Duck. How many ducks can you see here? There is only one duck. A duck. If there is only one duck, meaning to say it is singular. Now, what if there are more than one of this animal here? For example, two. Now, let's say there are two of them now. So, what do you call these two? If singular is duck, what's the plural? The plural word for duck is ducks. Repeat after me. Ducks. Ducks. Now, see the difference between the singular and the plural word for duck. If it is only one, which is singular, the word is duck. If it is plural or more than one, it becomes the word ducks. There is a letter S at the end of the word duck. If you only add the letter S, meaning to say it is the regular plural nouns. All right, another example here. What do you see in this slide? There is one horse. Repeat after me. Horse. Horse. So if there is only one horse, meaning to say it is a singular noun. Now, what if there are more than one horses here? What is the plural word for horse? If there is more than one horse, the plural word for horse is horses. Repeat after me. Horses. Horses. Look at the difference between these two words. The singular word for horse is horse, while the plural word for horse is horses. You only add the letter S if there is more than one. If you add the letter S at the end of the word, it is a regular plural noun. Okay, Now let's have a look at another example. The picture that you see here is a tomato. Repeat after me. Tomato. Tomato. How many tomatoes do you see here? Only one. So if it is only one tomato, it is singular and you call it tomato. But what if there are more than one? What is the plural word for tomato? Now, the plural word for tomato is tomatoes. Tomatoes. Repeat after me. Tomatoes. Tomatoes. If the word ends with the letter O, we would usually add the letters E and S at the end of the plural noun. From tomato as singular, it becomes tomatoes for plural. We add the letters E and S. Alright, now let's have a look at another example of noun that ends with the letter O, which is the word potato. Potato. Repeat after me. Potato. Potato. Now, if there is only one, we call it potato. What if we have more than one? For example, here we have two. If there is more than one, the plural word for potato is potatoes. Repeat after me. Potatoes. Potatoes. If singular, it's only potato. But when it comes to plural, it becomes potatoes. We add the letters E and S at the end of the word. Remember, this usually happens when the noun ends with the letter O. Now, alright, another example of noun that ends with the letter O. This time, we are going to be looking at the word buffalo. Repeat after me. Buffalo. Buffalo. Now, the word buffalo here ends with the letter O, and there is only one buffalo. Alright, so what if there are more than one? For example, here we have 3 of the same buffaloes. So, what is the plural word for buffalo? Remember, the word buffalo ends with the letter O. So, if it ends with the letter O, the plural word will become buffaloes. Repeat after me. Buffaloes. Buffaloes. Now, like I told you earlier on, if the noun ends with the letter O, to make it plural, we add the letters E and S. I repeat myself. If the noun ends with the letter O, to make it plural, we add the letters E and S. And for this case, buffalo becomes buffaloes. Now, if this happens, this is also considered as the regular plural nouns. Alright, now let's have a look at the next example here. Tell me, what do you see in this picture? Yes, it is a picture of a knife. Repeat after me. Knife. Knife. How many knives can you see here? Only one. It is a singular knife. Do you notice that the word knife ends with the letters F and E? Every time the noun ends with the letter F and E, to make it plural, what you need to do is you need to scrap off the letter F, replace it with the letter V, and add the letter S. And it will become the word knives. Repeat after me. Knives. Knives. Remember, every time the noun ends with the letter F and also E, to make it plural, you need to scrap off the letter F and replace it with letter V and add the letter S, and it will become the word knives. Now, if this happens, this is what you call the irregular plural nouns. Let's continue practicing on how to change the singular noun to an irregular plural noun. Now, look at the picture here. What do you see? It is a picture of a leaf. Repeat after me. Leaf. Leaf. Now, there is only one leaf here, and the word leaf ends with the letter F. Now, what will happen if we have more than one leaves here? If there are more than one leaves, what you need to do is you need to scrap off the letter F and you need to replace it with the letter V and add the letter E and S. To make it plural, it will become the word leaves. Alright? From leaf, L-E-A-F, to make it plural, it becomes leaves. What you need to do is you need to take out the letter F, change the letter F to the letter V, and add the letters E and S at the end of the word. And it will become the plural word leaves. Repeat after me. Leaves. Leaves. This is another irregular plural noun. Okay, now let's continue the lesson by looking at this slide here. What do you see here in the picture? It is a picture of a baby. Repeat after me. Baby. Baby. Now, if there is only one, we call it baby. And do you notice that the word baby ends with the letter Y? Okay, the word baby ends with the letter Y. Now, what if we have two of them? What will happen if we have two of them and we want to change the word baby to plural? What we need to do is we need to scrap off the letter Y, take away letter Y, and we replace it with the letters I, E, S. Okay, now the singular word was baby. Now when you take out the letter Y and change it to the letters I, E, S, it will become the plural word babies. Repeat after me. Babies. Babies. Remember, whenever the word or a noun ends with the letter Y, to make it plural, what you need to do is to take away the letter Y and change it to I-E-S. And the spelling will go B-A-B-I-E-S. Babies. This is also an example of irregular plural noun. Let's have a look at another example of noun that ends with the letter Y, which is the word butterfly. Repeat after me. Butterfly. Butterfly. Now, if you see the word butterfly, it means that there is only one butterfly. It is a singular noun. Now, what if you have more of them? You have many of them. It has to become plural. So how do you change the word butterfly to plural? Remember, if the noun ends with the letter Y, to make it into plural, what you need to do is, first you need to take away the letter Y and change it to the letters I, E, S. And you will get the word butterflies. Repeat after me. Butterflies. Butterflies. And the spelling goes Butterflies. Butterflies. Now from one butterfly to many butterflies. This is also an example of irregular plural nouns. Okay, if you remembered, I've explained to you that whenever you see the word or nouns that ends with the letter Y, to make it plural, what you need to do is to take away the letter Y and change it to IES. But this rule does not apply to all words that ends with the letter Y. Nouns or words like monkey, turkey, and key, though they end with the letter Y, you should not take away the Y and change it to IES to make it plural. Why? Because they are not irregular nouns. So if they are not irregular nouns, you do not change the letter Y to IES. What you need to do is just to add the letter S at the end of the words to make them plural. For example, the word key. Key is singular. So to make key into plural, all you need to do is to add the letter S and it will become the word keys. The same thing goes to monkey as well as turkey. With monkey, all you need to do is to add the letter S as well to make it plural and it will become the word monkeys. As for the word turkey, the same rule applies, which is just to add the letter S at the end of the word to make it plural and it will become turkeys. And if you realize the words that ends with the word key, for example, monkey, turkey, key, they are not irregular nouns, so do not change the letter Y to IES. If you see the word ending with the word key, all you need to do is to add the letter S to make it plural. Now what about these two nouns? One is the word boy and the other one is toy. What are the plural words for boy and toy? Do you think you need to change the Y to IES or not? Alright, now let's have a look. The singular boy, when made into plural, it will become the word boys. Boys. All you need to do is to add the letter S at the end of the word. The same thing goes to the word toy. Toy. When made into plural, it becomes the word toys. Toys. Just add the letter S at the end of the word to make it plural. Why? These two words are not irregular nouns. Okay, in this slide we are going to look at several words which are singular nouns that will be changed to plural by changing the vowels. Okay, remember vowels are the letters A, E, I, O, and U. For example here, the word tooth. Tooth is singular. If more than one, it will become the word teeth. The vowels O is replaced with the vowels E. From tooth, singular, became teeth for plural. The next one is foot. Foot. The vowel here is the letter O. So from foot, which is singular, to make it plural, it becomes the word feet. Feet. Now do you realize that every time it's a vowel O, double O vowel? To make it plural, it will be changed to double E vowel. Tooth, teeth, foot, feet. The same thing goes to the word goose. vowel O, and when made into plural, it becomes the word geese, vowel E. Now, another example is the word men. M-A-N, men is singular, only one man. If it is plural, the spelling will change to M-E-N, men. The vowel A for singular will be changed to vowel E for plural, but the pronunciation is still the same. Men, men, men. All right, and the last example that we have here is woman. Woman. For singular, the word woman is spelled W-O-M-A-N and is pronounced as woman. To make woman into plural, it becomes women. Women. And the spelling goes W-O-M-E-N. The vowel A at the end of the word woman has been changed to the vowel E when it becomes plural, and the pronunciation is women. Women. There are also singular nouns which, when we change it into plural nouns, what we need to do is to add the letters REN or EN. And this is another example of irregular plural nouns. For example, the word child. Child. If you see the word child, you remember that there is only one child and it is singular. So to make the word child into plural, what you need to do is to add the letters R-E-N and it will become the word children. Children. As for the word ox. Ox. Ox is singular, only one. To make it plural, you need to add the letters E and N at the end of the word and it will become the word oxen. Oxen. I repeat myself, singular child, plural will be children, singular ox, plural will be oxen. In this slide, we are going to see how a singular noun changed into plural noun by changing the whole spelling of the word. And this is another example of irregular plural nouns. Okay, for example here, the first one is the singular word for person. Person. Okay, when you see the word person, you remember that it is only one. Now, to change person to plural, the word person will transform into the word people. People. Do you notice that these two words are totally different? They do not have the same spellings, nor the same pronunciation. Singular, person. Plural, people. Another example given to you here is the word mouse. Mouse. If there is only one, you say mouse. But if you see a lot of them and you want to change the word mouse to plural, it will become the word mice. Mice. Do you see the difference between these two words? They are totally different in spellings as well as pronunciation. Singular mouse, the plural will be mice. Mice. Okay, we have come to the last example of singular nouns transformed into plural nouns instead of irregular plural nouns. But this time in this slide, you are going to see words from singular to plural without any changes or any additional letters. Okay, for example, the word sheep. Even if there is only one sheep or many sheep, singular or plural, the word will still remain the same. Singular sheep, plural will still be sheep. You do not add the letter S, you do not change it to IES, you do not change the spelling. Okay? Next is the word deer. Even if it is only one or we have many deer, the word still remain as deer, no changes. Next is the word series. Series, singular series, plural is as well series, no changes. And the last example given here is the word species. Species, the one species, you want to change it to plural, it would still be the word species. Do not change the spelling and please do not add to any letters at the end of the word. Okay, so remember, there are also some words which from singular to transform it into plural, you do not have to make any changes or put any additional letters.